Yo, what up, everybody? I'm Jay the Kid. That's my man, Broke Boy Bray. And
What it
this
do?
is another episode of Four Ropes Full podcast, but this is going to be called Madness Week. Because I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of fuck shit been happening with WWE. Bray, do you want to take the honors or should I just let off my steam real quick?
Get your shit out, Jesse. Get your shit out, gang.
See,
Because I've been saying this shit since we basically started the podcast, how I really felt about this fucking company. So I'm going to let you go ahead and get your shit off.
here's the thing. I'm not too worried about why WWE released guys, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care for them to come back because it literally shows that y'all don't give a single fuck. Y'all decided to let the New Day turn heel, win the tag team championships, didn't do shit with the tag team championships. I don't even think they got a fucking rematch. So it's two different times where Kofi Kingston has lost the belt and never got a rematch for that belt. Y'all decided, hey, let's talk contracts again. Let's see what number we looking on. Oh, those numbers don't match. Gotta go. See, here's the thing. There was so much potential with turning the New Day heel, making them serious. They didn't even
There
have to go
really
by the New Day
was.
anymore. They did not have to go by the New Day.
I
They
don't.
didn't have to still
If
keep
I'm
the.
gonna be honest, it confused me why they kept going by that name after they disassociated from Big E. That was always
Exactly.
my big confusion. I'm like, why are we still calling y'all the New Day? That shit's dead.
Exactly. They literally left they literally said it's just us now. So by then it should have been a whole different name. It should have
Mm-hmm.
literally been nothing to do New Day wise. But yet y'all let these niggas come out with here's the thing. The New Day had to work with what they had in WWE. That means putting on terrible, stupid ass motherfucking New Day gear. That that awful, the worst New Day gear we was getting, and they had to try to make that work because we the Dark Stampede unicorns. What the fuck does that have to do with going bad? I ain't never seen a bad unicorn ever. We ain't seen unicorns fucking period. But guess what? New Day made it cool. They should have separated from the New Day name in total. They should have been the Darkness, the Wake, whatever. But y'all knew that the New Day name was still gonna sell dollars. And the fact that
That's
y'all made
crazy.
all of this money off of the New Day for years, when it was John Cena selling the merch, when it was Undertaker still selling merch, when it was Roman Reigns still kind of doing some shit, Rey Mysterio, it was whole bunch of other people. They made a full cereal and made probably billions of dollars in 3 years off of Bootios, New Day T-shirts, the motherfucking what Rock call them, unicorn dildos or some shit like that. Y'all made so much money off of the New Day, and to go,
To not even try to
nah.
fight for them is the thing that's crazy. The fact that they
Kofi,
let them walk away.
Kofi and Xavier had so much to offer to WWE. Kofi, not the best mic worker. Xavier Woods, the perfect mic worker. Both
And
of
like,
them
don't get me
could
wrong,
wrestle.
they're gonna go down as future Hall of Famers. But
They
it's
will.
like Edge, it's like Sting, it's like a lot of these wrestlers who have gone over to AEW because they felt like, well, the shit I'm doing over here really don't sit right,
It don't. It makes no sense. Why would I put myself in a
and
situation
that's
to
fucked
go
up.
fight for somebody who don't give a single fuck about me? I'm not finna go kiss nobody fucking ass for none of this shit.
No, I've already proved myself. Why not
Exactly.
go somewhere where I'm gonna be appreciated? Yeah, it's not as big, it's not as, but this ain't a global fucking traded company like the WWE is, and that's what I never really understand about wrestling fans, and really what I want niggas to understand. Yes, AEW is a fucking competitor to WWE, but AEW is not even fucking 10 years old.
AEW. When AEW right now, I watched a little bit of more AEW because I've been so disdain from WWE right now. Don't get me wrong, I still tune into my WWE shit because there's certain
Of
things I
course,
do care
we
about.
wrestling fans. That's what we gonna do.
But Will Osprey in this Death Riders thing,
It's kind
don't
of
know why.
fire, ain't it?
That shit got me hooked in because
Yeah,
literally I don't know. It's like
I think I see the story they built into. So did you see the episode right after Dynasty happened?
was it the one where he was like when they was like going training and shit like that?
Nah, so it was backstage right after Dynasty ended, and he had lost to John, and then it was Kenny had lost to MJF. So they was back there talking about like, Kenny was like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm not him no more. And Will Ospreay was like, well, nigga, you're the reason I'm still going. So like, I need you to keep your head up. So I think what they finna build towards is I think we still are getting Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega at All In, but I think it's gonna be heel Ospreay.
I would think that a heel
I think it's
Osprey
gonna be
would make
heel
sense.
Ospreay, and it's gonna be face Kenny with the title. And
I
I think them niggas gonna just absolutely go crazy because this will be their third match. They're tied
me
right now.
me personally, I like the idea of Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay having a feud or whatever. And this would be the perfect time to add the New Day into it. Around that
Mm-hmm.
time, the 90 days should be over with. So
I
therefore,
was saying the 90 days. So the 90 days for Kyrie and them are ending like July 24th, I think. So with the new days, there should be ending literally at the beginning of August, and All In is at the very end of August. It's August 30th. So
exactly.
yeah, if they really wanted to, they would have enough time to get them added to the show in some way, shape, or form.
Exactly. And if you trying to make them steel heels while also bringing their name up, that's how you fucking do it. I think that Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods should go wrestle somewhere else. The same way I felt about our truth and everything. Y'all let people who can benefit from from everybody in that locker room. Javon Evans. Matter of fact, let's just go off of this. Half a predominantly most of the male stars in WWE say Kofi Kingston is one of the best wrestlers that got them into wrestling. We ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
separate black and white. We ain't gonna do none of that shit. If you watched wrestling and everything during the early 2000s, mid to late 2010s,
I would
Kofi
say mid to late
Kingston,
2000s. Yeah, Kofi
Kofi
Kingston. Yeah.
Kingston
I
had
was
the
thinking about it last night. I was like, man, I do remember when I first got into wrestling. Kofi Kingston was definitely one of my favorite fucking wrestlers because I was like, he was just so energetic. His wrestling style was so like, you remember that feud he
he
had with
was
Randy in
different.
'09?
Yes, he was way different. That's what I'm getting to. Kofi Kingston could have been as big as Jeff Hardy
Oh,
if
he should have
WWE
been.
if WWE did him right. Kofi
I
Kingston
never
sat
understood
back.
why he wasn't.
Kofi Kingston sat back and let so many people go ahead of him that did not deserve to go ahead of him. Respectfully, Jack Swagger just doing his job. I'm not mad. I'm not even gonna talk shit about Jack Swagger. I'm not mad at you, bro. Vince McMahon, you think Jack Swagger with the fucking lisp was gonna be taken serious as a world champion? Y'all put Chris Jericho in a fucking suit and then trunks and told him to call the whole crowd hypocrites for a full 2 years and then get knocked out by Big Show wearing purple and black. Y'all let the Miz, and respectfully on the Miz, because this ain't no Miz slander. Miz is a great champion and a great
I was like,
WWE
don't
guy.
get me. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what
We
you mean.
not
But
gonna
I've
get
always
it
kind of
fucked
felt the
up.
same way.
But before Kofi, egregious. Anybody that's held the championship for the times that they did, you're telling me that Kofi Kingston couldn't do that. You telling me Kofi Kingston wouldn't have got a big ass pop if he would have beat Randy Orton for the title? Kofi Kingston could have cashed in the money in the bank several fucking times. And guess
I
what?
never understood. I never understood why they didn't give that bitch to Kofi. Because I'm
Cinema.
like, Kofi is the perfect candidate for that bitch. Like, I was thinking, like, right after Punk had won it in 2009, I was like, okay, it's Kofi Kingston here, 2010. This nigga popping off.
Exactly.
Let him
I
run
just
his shit. Like, yeah,
I
I like Dolph Ziggler having it over Kofi. Like, I like Dolph Ziggler's run, but I feel like a Kofi Kingston run would have been so much better than what we got out of that Dolph Ziggler run.
it would have been fine, but no, everybody decided, let's go give the nigga that calls himself the All American the championship. That makes
Multiple
zero fucking
times.
sense.
Multiple times.
There it is, a huge 619.
No, you good. But yeah, it's just insane to let like those two talent go, let the Motor City Machine Guns go. Because it's like these are very talented teams, and like I not even there like a long times either. So yeah, that's the fucked up part, man. I don't even know what to think either because it's like they're just. I feel like what WWE is really doing is just showing, pushing how far they can push the fans with just the amount of advertisement, the length of matches,
Yeah.
just not having matches on fucking shows in general, like starting multiple shows off with just promos after promos without actually getting into any action. Like that's not professional wrestling. That's not what people are here for. Yeah, people want to be entertained, but at the end of the day, what people came for is the wrestling.
Exactly. And if you ain't
And so
got the
like somebody was
best in the
like, I don't
world,
blame
it's a
AJ
shame.
Styles for retiring when he did, and I was like, I don't blame him at all for making that sudden decision. Yeah,
Respectfully, it's too many motherfuckers.
the cats are in here. Yeah,
Like, like my only concern when it comes to WWE and everything, Triple H likes to use this same one stupid ass line that pissed me off all the time. WWE is where the best wrestle, but you get the best in the world to wrestle, and you let these niggas lose and lose and lose. And I get wrestling is not all about the wins and the losses and everything, but
of
it's what
course.
you can
No,
show for. And but you don't let niggas show nothing. Jeff Cobb got fucking released after putting on face paint. That's it. That's the biggest highlight of this nigga career. Is hey, put on this face paint, sit next to Solo Sokoa and this big ass tall nigga and these two other Samoan niggas, even though you not even related to these niggas. How you in a group called My Family Tree and you not a part of the fucking family? What the fuck are we doing here? Y'all had the opportunity to make
yeah,
Jeff Cobb a mid card threat to any fucking body. Y'all had a chance to make the Motor City Machine Guns top five tag teams. The feud of Motor City Machine Guns versus New Day would have fared generations. If y'all wasn't gonna do shit with Motor City Machine Gun, let them niggas start out in NXT. Y'all let them get the tag belts once. Once.
and not
The
even for a
ta-
fucking long time either.
the tag
They didn't
division
defend
was
them on
so
no pay
stacked
per
that
view.
it like the tag division was so stacked that everybody could have got a turn with the tag titles and nobody would have complained at all because it was so
No,
stacked to where okay, yeah, DIY could have deserved it. Yeah, Axiom and Nathan Frazier could have got it. The Gorillas of Destiny could have got it. Everybody had a chance to get that fucking belt and nobody did shit with it. That's the most pointless reason to hire niggas if y'all gonna be like, oh, okay, well, we just, we gonna pick up these contracts so
and it's
niggas don't
so
go to
funny because you
AEW.
remember Nick Khan made that funny ass snarky quote last year, being like, "We don't sign people just to bench them," and it's like, but you sign people, don't do shit with them for a year, then release them. That's arguably worse.
It's the biggest, stupidest shit ever. And then on top of that, y'all let Kyrie Sane go mid rivalry with Oscar and Io
Once
Shirai.
again,
Io Sky.
and the reports did come out saying she indicated she wanted to go back to Japan. But even if she wanted to go back to Japan, okay, then you guys immediately we need to pay off the feud right this moment. If we know she's finna leave, okay, cool. Well, maybe we can push a card off of Mania. It's gonna fucking suck, but we need to have this match happen either the Raw after Mania. Like we need to have this match happen ASAP.
But nope.
But they didn't do that.
Well, we gonna see them at Backlash, and it's gonna feel like some shit is missing, like
Yep, and it's
always.
Kyrie Sane, and people are gonna be screaming the entire match. We want Kyrie, but she's not gonna show up.
Why the fuck would she show up? She don't need it no more at this point. Why the fuck would I go somewhere again just for them niggas to tell me, hey, your services are no longer needed again? It's pointless. That's like right now if I tell you, hey, break, I'm gonna give you $20 to rake the leaves out front of my fucking house. And as soon as you pull the fucking rake out, I'd be like, you know what, gang? Nah, I'm good. Never mind. That was a waste of 20 fucking dollars. For what?
Exactly. Just
I don't
doing
know.
shit. So like I really do. I hope Kyrie obviously takes the time off during her little 90 days, and I hope she goes back to fucking stardom or some shit.
I, whatever she goes and does, I'm 1,000% way more happier for that shit than anything else because she deserves to finally go somewhere and actually get the reign she deserves. Other than NXT, WWE has felt Kyrie Sane multiple times.
multiple times. And I've always said like I don't want to say like all Japanese talent, but like even Asuka, I feel like at some points they be failing Asuka. Because like Asuka's supposed to be this like dominant Joshi. Like Julia, let's use Julia as a fucking example. What the fuck have they done to Julia, dog?
That I don't even want to get into Julia shit.
That shit,
Julia looked like,
Jesse, you know how much I love Jesse. You know how much it pisses me off that they treat her like shit on that fucking show.
and it's just it makes no sense to me personally why the fuck WWE decides we gonna sign these motherfuckers not to put ringing them in AEW. Oh, we gonna treat you good, and then be like, you know what? We don't need it. We don't really need your services anymore. But thank you for coming. Just for these niggas to go to AEW, get the momentum that they was looking for, and then go back out to the Indies and make a name for themselves. What
While
was the
still
point of
signing her
this?
fucking contract, so they're getting guaranteed bread no matter fucking what.
Like it's the
And that's
most
one thing I really like
pointless.
about AEW is the fact that they are so very collaborative with other companies. Because like I don't know if you saw for Forbidden Door this year, but they're advertising it. You know, it's going to be obviously AEW, CMLL, New Japan, and fucking Stardom. We're going to see all those wrestlers in this show at some capacity. And I'm like, that's fucking dope. And like Will Ospreay was calling like fucking like have some Rev Pro wrestlers in that
Like
bitch. Like why not?
bro, I just seen AAA not too long ago. Bro, AAA is better than the fucking main roster right now.
Triple
Respectfully,
A, Undertaker doing his shit down there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Undertaker is literally making shit like Vince McMahon. Respectfully, he
Because he's
not
got that
worried
old
about
school
anybody
mindset.
else. He
He's
ain't
got that mindset though. And I
because
think that's the
TKO's
same
not
mindset
worried
that
about
like
it though.
Shawn Michaels has. That like Triple H at some point had, but I think he like the main roster is so different from like other promotions, you know?
I get he started in NXT and he made bangers on top of bangers on top of bangers. And I get trying to control a certain amount of wrestlers versus controlling the entire company of wrestlers. I get that. But at some point, you're not telling me that wrestling is all about the fucking money. Because if wrestling was all about the fucking money, Rock, Hogan, everybody that we fantasize about, they get all of their t-shirt sales. They get all of their merchant, they get all their titles sold. They get every
Mm-hmm.
single meet and greet sold out. But when motherfuckers see them and everything, they say, you are my favorite wrestler because I seen you wrestle The Rock. I seen you wrestle Hogan. I seen you wrestle Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and everything else. It's not about nostalgia pieces that you can sell online to make a fan happy. It's the
No.
wrestling standpoint. If I buy a Jeff Hardy t-shirt, cool. I might like the t-shirt and everything like that, but I mainly bought it because who's on the fucking shirt? My
I
favorite wrestler.
appreciate right, the wrestler you fucking enjoy. And like that's the fucked up part is like and like did you see what I sent about Roman Reigns earlier to the group chat before we started this podcast? What they had said?
You said what?
Did you see what I had sent to the group chat earlier about Roman's schedule for June? What they had said?
Oh yeah, Roman ain't gonna be on that motherfucker. Doesn't
Yeah, they
surprise me.
said that they said he's only scheduled for fucking May now. So I'm like, oh, so is it another like is it going to be another Kofi Kingston incident? Because like people are kind of joking about that because his contract is coming up this summer, as far as we're aware. It is coming up.
The thing is if Roman Reigns retires, that means low key Seth Rollins might think about retiring. And if that happens,
Because when did Seth sign his extension? I forgot when Seth had signed a new extension. I want to say it was like 2023. But I could be wrong. But I know he has signed an extension at some point.
my main concerns with WWE right now is the idea of nothing remains the same. And you know what? I'm not mad at nothing not staying the same. My only issue with nothing staying the same is y'all release the best of the best. Y'all
Y'all
moved
not releasing
away
some
the key
talents like Nikita.
components.
You're letting Nikita Lyons stay in the fucking company, yet you're releasing Kyrie Sane. I understand there's a huge pay grade difference there. But come on now. There could have been some other fucking people you could have cut.
All I'm saying is these pay cuts are ridiculous, and the fact that everybody wants to sit
It's the
around and
fact
act
that
like it's not
it's
that
not
deal.
the fact I think they're so ridiculous. It's the fact that they'll brag about how much money we're making. Oh, we just hit a top revenue at this venue and blah 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 blah. And it's like, okay, so why can't you keep your fucking talent paid?
You know, I think we just gonna talk just a few more minutes and everything, just because I saw something. Well, actually, my wife saw something online about CM Punk and John Cena, and I wanted to get your opinion on it and everything, because I kind of got an opinion on it too, but I've been waiting to see exactly what you would think.
Okay.
So she saw this post where she said, when it was said that CM Punk is a better opponent for John Cena than Randy Orton. Like they had a better feud rivalry and everything, but just because I'm sorry, Punk and Cena's wasn't as long as a rivalry as Punk and Cena, that CM Punk and Cena had a better feud, way better than Cena and Orton. And me personally, I don't agree with that at all.
I was gonna say I don't agree with that at all because the thing is, there's so many different feuds of Cena versus Randy. Like, yeah, CM Punk versus Cena was good. Don't get me fucking twisted. That's one of my favorite feuds. But you know what? Another one of my favorite feuds was. It's
Was
what was that? 2013 Cena versus Randy whenever you unifying the titles into one.
exactly. And did
That was one of my favorite fucking feuds between those two, and they were just going back and forth for that fucking title all fucking summer.
exactly. And then shout out to my wife here. You passed me the phone to see the exact screenshot of what was said. Hot take. CM Punk and Cena had more chemistry compared to Orton and Cena. They might had a feuded longer, but Punk and Cena was better. I 1,000% do not fucking agree.
No,
CM Punk main thing was saying I hate John Cena for being a main guy. Randy Orton shit was you can do whatever you want, but you better kill my granny to make sure that you can get me off my motherfucking rocker to make sure I can't win. His shit was, I know you the guy, but I'm known for shitting on the main guy all the time. Whether I get out of it clean or dirty, I'ma beat the shit out you. That's my main thing when it comes down to Randy Orton and Cena feud and everything. Randy Orton and Cena didn't need a certain storyline. It didn't need the I hate you shit. Because even then, when John Cena and Edge had they feud and everything, John Cena and Edge was, after all of these years, I finally can tell you what it is. Nigga, I hate your t-shirts. I hate your hat. I hate the way that the barber do your buzz cut. I hate the way that you go get your shorts from JC Penney. I hate the fact that you can go into Walmart and the kids love you while buying some bullshit ass shoes. I hate that you wear ankle socks all the time. I hate the fact that everybody in this bitch loves John Cena, even though John Cena is just a one-trick pony. That's what made these feuds better. CM Punk and John Cena, the promo work, great. The matches, cool. But the rivalry standpoint is, if I gotta live with a certain memory of a rivalry, I'm taking Cena versus Orton way before I'm ever looking at Cena versus Punk. I'm not ever looking at Cena and Punk versus Orton and Cena ever. I'd put so many other feuds above CM Punk and John Cena before I ever put CM. I
I feel
mean,
like it's very overrated just because it was so different for that time. But I'm like, there are way better feuds that have happened before that and since then, and people need to understand that. Like, yeah,
exactly.
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's overrated. Like, oh, it wasn't that good. No, it was a good feud, but people act like it's like the fucking like the golden standard of how a feud to go down. It's like, no, there's multiple ways of doing feuds.
Exactly.
That's just how that feud played out.
My concern when it comes to everybody talking about that John Cena best opponent being CM Punk is they only talk about the money in the bank when CM
They
Punk
don't talk
won.
about the other matches.
Nobody mentions the night before Mania when they had the fight for the Slammy Award and John Cena won Superstar of the Year from a fucking Hurricane Rana. Nobody mentions that. Nobody brings it up. Nobody talks about it at fucking all. They had moments to where they could legit go off from each other, whatever, and go do completely other shit, and then come back and be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we can have a good match." Randy Orton was on straight bullshit anytime he seen John Cena, even as a face. You could see Randy Orton like, "Nigga, you know I'll RKO you at any moment, right? Ain't shit sweet."
They generally didn't like each other.
It felt like that and everything. With John Cena and CM Punk, it literally just felt like a showmanship. Like, hey, who's the better showman? I think I'm the better showman. No, nigga, I think I'm the better showman. Randy Orton was, nigga, I will kill you and smile before I let you beat me for this world title. That's just how I feel about it, respectfully. I don't think
No,
that.
I agree with you, gang.
And then one last thing before we get up out of here and break. Let me just ask you this. Who are right now, starting this year off as we are, who are the top 5 best wrestlers in wrestling right now? Not just WWE, but in all of wrestling right now.
Just right at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's kind of tough. I mean, there's just so many good wrestlers out there right now. Off the top of my head,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say John Moxley. John's been killing shit since the start of this year. MJF for sure has been taking shit to another level. Trying to really think because that's tough as fuck. Siriu has been doing her shit in the Japanese scene. Uh, Obviously Obafemi. And then I got to give it to Tekla.
Respect. Respect. My top 5 wrestlers this year, in no chronological order: Trick Williams, Obafemi, Will Ospreay. Low key, it's gonna sound like I'm tripping when I say this, but it's still Ricochet. It's still
No,
Ricochet for some reason. Like
Ricochet, I
Ricochet
mean, he's
might
been
not
putting
be
in
in a
good
world
work.
title. Like he might not be in a world title picture and everything, but every time I go online and everything and AEW social media pages pop up, it's always some shit that Ricochet doing. Whether it's everybody smacking his bald ass head, whether it's him doing a 450, fucking sweet chin music, telling the little kid that his mama got some big ass titties, like something. Ricochet is entertaining and he can wrestle. And then number one, I'm probably am gonna have to say MJF just because I ain't had a nigga get under my skin while hearing them
That's what I'm
talk on
saying.
the
I'm
mic
like,
in a long time.
look. He hate to admit it, he's a really early contender for wrestler of the year. That nigga been going crazy ever since they put that strap on him out of the world's end.
It well, the Boston Richie got a different strap, but that sorry, that's for a different time. That's but regardless to the point and everything like that, this year WWE's WWE low key might lose again to AEW.
I
All
don't obviously I
AEW
don't want to sound obviously I don't want to sound biased, but just so far, yeah,
like
I think so.
all AEW have to do is have a not even a spectacular all out, or is it all in?
All in.
They don't even have to have a miraculous all in. It don't even got to be talked about all over the blog post. If it is 30% better, the first 3 matches are 30% better what night one was in all. AW probably gonna be best promotion of the year, and they might
I'm never
have
gonna
the
hold you.
top.
I think they're really gonna try to outdo WrestleMania Night One during the pre-show. I
They
think
are.
TK understand. I think TK understands that this is an opportunity where they just have to strike.
and niggas are wrestling. I'm not seeing 73 different ads. These niggas are wrestling until the event starts, and then the pyro is starting as the event starts, and these niggas are still wrestling. We not seeing the empty ring and a 15-minute program, and then John Cena coming out of somewhere with a Snickers bar, and then he turned into a little girl again. We not seeing that shit. It's straight up wrestling, and that's what the fuck needs to be happening in WWE. But no, we worried about the money because it's an enterprise now. It's not the wrestling company of the future. It's not the then, now, forever that they're fucking talking about. It's then. Now y'all gonna rely on motherfucking advertisements and sponsorships, and forever we gonna say until somebody buys WWE and goes back to the wrestling standpoint of we are here to wrestle, we gonna forever be disappointed with some of the shit that they do.
Mm-hmm.
AEW, I'm not gonna lie to you. AEW got 2 more good weeks of wrestling for me, and I might just never, ever, ever mention WWE unless it's some exciting matches because this shit is so fucking draining having to sit here and think to myself, what could make WWE better when niggas are not in the fucking office themselves saying what can make shit better? We got Grayson Waller fighting Obafemi for what? We know he's not beating Obafemi. We got we got Royce Keys
Because
fighting fucking Angel Garza. For
we got
what?
Penta tag teaming with fucking Javon Evans because
He
it
got
goes
his
back to
own fucking brother. Why the
because
fuck am I watching
it
him?
goes back to what people have been joking about for years. Triple H is creatively bankrupt at this point. And he has just so many yes men around him that there's nobody being like, no, that's a stupid fucking idea. Everybody's being like, yeah, that sounds good. And it's like, no, that's not what the fans want.
Triple H need to ask me this shit so I can smack him across his bald fucking head and tell him, bro, that's not what the people are trying to see. I get you got some other people on the board to answer to, but the wrestling fans, nigga, you lucky I don't smack the fuck out your fucking noggin.
And
Because
they
ain't
really
no
about to
fucking
fuck
way.
they about to fuck over Danhausen over pushing him like they is.
And I said that. The one thing is they gonna oversaturate this nigga all over television. We gonna see this
Mm-hmm.
nigga every Friday or every Monday. And now that he's been in WWE, he's been on every fucking Friday. I'm not saying take the nigga completely off of TV, but why the fuck is this nigga cursing everybody? This nigga
I would
curse
say
at
he does
least
not
six
need to be a
niggas a
part
week.
of every fucking segment.
Danhausen, love the dude. But nigga, tell Triple H, hey gang, can I sit down for a couple minutes? Because Danhausen been on TV every other week. Danhausen has maybe had one match in WWE.
And he's about to
One.
have a match at Backlash.
And unless his cat and speaking of which, let's do a prediction before we get up out of here who Danhausen tag team partner will be.
I think it's over for me.
I think it's Kit Wilson old partner.
You think so?
It's either him, it's CM Punk, and that's gonna be CM Punk's introduction to being on the SmackDown roster, or it's gonna be Royce Keys. Those are my only three picks because those are the only
I
people
can
that
see it being Royce
Danhausen
Keys.
has real chemistry with. Obafemi, that's 50-50 though. I feel like they trying to
I can
keep
just see them
SmackDown
doing
with
that
SmackDown.
just to, yeah. But
Like,
who knows?
I don't know. And then on top of that, we don't even got a draft yet, so we don't know who the fuck going where. So
I don't think they doing the draft no more. I think it's just call ups from now on.
it's just a free fall now.
I think it's just call ups and niggas gonna just jump rosters whenever the fuck they feel like it.
It's the dumbest shit ever, then respectfully. Because y'all make these niggas sign contracts to be on the Raw brand or the SmackDown brand just for these
They still
niggas
have
to
to
show up
answer to
somewhere
that
else.
general manager.
There's no point of having a general manager then. Hell, you might as well just go back to the Attitude Era and just let niggas fight
Exactly.
whenever they want to fight. And then Triple H book the shit.
I don't get why we still have GMs at this point. Like, oh, they're supposed to be keeping the peace. No, let the fucking commentators do that shit, like AEW does. Let the
And then
commentators and fucking
Adam
security
Pierce,
handle that shit.
Adam Pierce, that nigga need a drink every other motherfucking day. Nigga, go to rehab.
Get the fuck out of
This
this
nigga
line of
need
work. It's that damn stressful.
He need a drink every 45 fucking minutes. Now, dealing hearing Chelsea Green voice, her annoying voice when she working, I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably need a drink too. If I had to deal with Chelsea Green in my ear all motherfucking day, I probably would have definitely hit some Ciroc. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the fact that it's just the fact that nothing makes fully too much fucking sense because why? Just why? But we'll touch on that subject at a different time. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week of madness and everything with Four Ropes Full. Ladies and gentlemen, again, one more time, I am Jay the Kid. That right there is my boy, Broke Boy Bray.
Yo, yo, yo.
Until next time, everybody, Bray, let them know what's up.
Man, thank you for wrestling it, man. We out this bitch. And
Peace.
fuck TKO.